Okay, let's make sure this is working. Just make sure my okay, let's make sure this is working. Just make sure my okay, let's make sure. Okay, there we go, guys. Sorry about the technical difficulties there in the beginning, but let's get started for this stream. A few things I was going to go over. I recorded a video today that'll be out tomorrow on Delta Finance. So if you guys are not familiar with Delta Finance, it's a new take on options. So for the video, I kind of talked about options, but I didn't really break down how options work. So I was going to kind of take this time to explain how crypto options work. So let me just pull up this chart right here and I'll go over options and why I think Delta Finance can do well. Let me know, guys, if you are interested in Delta or whatnot. I think it's a interesting platform and I'm excited to see what they do. So let's go over here, pull this over in a second. Let me just get this chart going. Okay, so I'm dragging this over. Hopefully you guys can see that. There's only 3 people watching right now. For my 3 listeners, guys, thank you for tuning in to the stream. Oh, now we're down to 2 viewers. Cecil, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. It looks like it's just you, me, and just me and you right now on the stream. So kind of a lonely stream, but I have been uploading recently. So when you don't upload daily on YouTube, the algorithm kind of shafts you. They don't favor people who don't upload consistently. I've just been extremely busy with kind of like real life stuff. Crypto, it's kind of like a virtual escape almost from the real world in a way. But what I was going to do here is go over how options work. If you guys think that would be useful, I'm just going to take a screenshot of this real quick, just in case I want to use it later. So let me just do that. Tech on Finance. So the reason why I was drawn to Delta Finance, which is using lock liquidity to solve the illiquid nature of the options trading on chain, so on chain options. And if you guys are interested, I left a referral link down below in the description. Much appreciated your content. Thanks, Cecil. Appreciate it. You're a solid fan. Can you say something about Backed? Yeah, sure. So, Cecil, I'm guessing you joined the Telegram chat. I'm super excited to work with the Back team. And that's something that I've been wanting to do is get more involved with cryptos. I've kind of worked in the past with other cryptos projects, just kind of helping them out with little tests, but nothing too serious with Backed. They're a smaller team, but if you look at their, let's go to their website. You go here to the docs, not the docs, the fact, and follow these two guys on Twitter and look at their CVs or resumes. You can see that they are very established or very successful in the kind of fintech software development space. And we could talk about Backed. Is it just have like general questions about it? But really, the things I can say on stream are that it's not going to be out for a little bit. There's going to be some time before Backed is fully released. We want to make sure that the product does not have any quirks or anything, and that it's a very solid working product. So definitely stay tuned. If you have questions or anything, feel free to go to the Backed Telegram, and I'll be happy to talk to you in there and answer questions. But you're very, very early. And with Backed, I think what I can do here just to kind of drive it home why I was so interested in the platform, because this is something where I reached out to them where I was like, hey guys, I just read your light paper. I love what you guys are doing. Just want to get involved. Anyone who's listening to the channel, I do kind of subscribe to Vitalik's school of thought, which is you should earn your crypto. You should not invest, or you can invest, but rather the best way to get into crypto is actually earn it, because you'll be learning how it all works, you have a better understanding of the market, and also you'll earn crypto. And there's certain people I know of, obviously I won't name any names, who actually, the way they've become completely anonymous on the blockchain is they've worked anonymously doing freelance type work for cryptos and paid out to a wallet. So there was no fiat on ramp. In that situation, you're actually completely anonymous and have complete financial freedom over your funds, which I find to be very interesting. So let me pull up that chart again on Backed and go over that. Kind of a little chart there. But yeah, Cecil, answer your questions. I can't say too much right now, but there's a lot of really exciting stuff that's going to be coming with Backed. And if you look at Aave, so let's just take a look at Aave and Compound. So Aave right now has almost 5 billion in locked value, so in lending, in borrowing and whatnot. And there's a lot of people I've talked to, and it's very common, is the liquidation risk is very high for a lot of these platforms. And I mean, these are on-chain loans. So the issue with liquidations in general, well, in terms of Aave and Compound, I should say, is that these are over-collateralized loans, meaning that in order to not become insolvent, which means insolvency means you cannot pay your debt back, you have to have very high collateral for your borrowers. And what's happening is people are depositing a lot of collateral that could be used in better ways. And on top of that, too, the amount of debt they're getting, so the amount of money they're being granted to borrow, is a lot of times much smaller than the amount of collateral they're putting down. So we have really close to $10 billion if we look at Compound. The TVL, I believe, is $9 billion locked. So I'm not sure how much loans outstanding they have, but really it's a multi-figure billion-dollar industry of loans in crypto now, and there's serious opportunity to make these more efficient and protect people from liquidations. So it's kind of what I can say. I'm back. If you guys have any more like direct questions, please feel free to ask me, or if you just don't understand certain aspects of it, I'd be happy to explain. So the first point I wanted to kind of talk about and go over while we have the 3 streamers or 3 listeners right now was Delta Financial. So again, this is something I've invested a small amount in into their limited staking window. Now this ends in a little bit more than a day. So keep that in mind after the limited staking window is open, getting the RLP tokens, which is a pretty cool yield farming type token, is going to be a lot more expensive and a lot more, a lot more difficult, you could say, because you're getting a huge discount if you get it in this time, and also a bonus if you use a referral code, or just there's just a straight up 30% deposit bonus as well. So let's go back to this. So I was going to delete all this stuff. Delete this. Okay, so options, right? Let's go over this real quick. We have the call option. Then we have the put option. So there's 3 main things with options. There's the strike price, okay, premium, and what you could call the exercise date. And I do think it's a very important concept, and as the future unfolds for crypto, and we see it evolve into really more of a market, because compared to the stock market, crypto is still nothing. It's very, very small compared to the stock market. So we have the strike price, premium, exercise price. So if you buy a call option or a put option, the only thing you're paying, the only thing you can lose is the premium. So no matter what your profit is, you're always going to be paying the premium. So you have to factor that in to your profit or loss. So a call option, let me just bold these real quick, is the right to buy an asset at a certain price. So let's say you buy a call option that has a $1 premium. Maybe a cheap premium. And then you have a strike price of, let's say, $100. And this is just asset. Okay, it's not letting me click. Sorry about that. Just asset XYZ. Okay, it's just a random stock we have. Drag this up here. So at the time you buy the option, so the strike price, let me just add that in. $100 is a call option. So a call option, you're longing the asset. You want the asset to increase in value so you can buy it cheaper. At the time you purchase the option, the stock is trading for $80. Now we have the expiration date or maturity, whatever you want to call it. Let's just say is 1 month. So what'll happen here is you have 1 month after you buy the option. So you're someone and you're bullish on XYZ. You think XYZ is going to go up, but you don't want to hold the risk of actually holding the asset. So what you can do is buy XYZ call options. You buy, let's say, 10 XYZ options for $10 because they're $1 a piece. At the time you're buying them, the stock is at $80. 1 month goes by, and let's say the option is trading at $101. Okay, so the option has hit its strike price. Now what's happened is you have the option, no pun intended, to buy XYZ at $80. Since it reached the strike price. So you can buy at $80 and you bought 10 shares. So that would be 80 times 10, and 800. And you make 1,000 instantly because you can instantly sell. Minus the premium, so your profit is $990. Now, what would happen if the expiration date comes up. So a month after buy the option, XYZ, let's say, is trading at $90. So it did not reach its strike price, meaning you lose. So the only thing you lose in that situation is the premium. So that kind of explains it. It gives you the option to buy assets at a discounted price. So you can take advantage of volatility, of increase in price action or decrease in price action without actually holding the asset. So it protects you a lot. So if you're someone who's really bullish on something, but don't want to have the risk of holding the asset itself, you can do this. So again, if the option fails, for example, this one, and it's at $90 by time it expires, you just lose your premiums. And a put is basically the inverse. It gives you the right to sell an option. So it'd be like you want the stock to go down, so you can buy it at that price and sell it at the original price you bought it at. Pretty much the opposite. But the problem with options, that's why I'm bullish on what Delta is trying to do, is that they need a lot of liquidity. You need people to sell the option. So for example, on Robinhood, for example, or any other brokerage, I know particularly on Robinhood, I could actually make an account right now and sell my own options. So rather than buying options, I can sell them hoping that the buyers lose. So going back to Delta, let's go back to this. Introducing Delta. They explain how the liquidity is a huge issue and they're illiquid by nature. So there was a platform called Octus that I covered. It's on-chain Ethereum options. And the problem is they have zero lock liquidity. It's all kind of open. And there's options with extremely high premiums. So I just went over how options work. If we go back here, and you saw, okay, it's a $1 premium. So in this case, this is a good option. I mean, if you're bullish on it and it's such a low premium, it makes sense for you to buy it. Now with these Octus options on Ethereum with very low liquidity, because the liquidity was so low, the premiums were ridiculous. Plus the gas fees, it could be a $100 premium. And when premiums are that high, because liquidity is so low, because if there's less options, the ones that are available are going to be more valuable, increasing the premium of them. It doesn't really make sense to buy options. So what Delta is doing with the limited staking window is they're using those locked funds to lock in liquidity for options, which is really the best solution I've seen to making options feasible, affordable, practical, and overall actually functional on the blockchain. So that's kind of a summary of why I'm investing in Delta. Let me know if you guys understood what I said. If you want me to break things down in a different way, feel free to let me know. Naked Matrix, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. We're up to four viewers now. Very tiny stream. I might just hop on. It's like a 30-minute stream or something since no one's on. But appreciate you guys hopping in. Let me know if you have any more comments. And yeah, I could talk a little bit more about Backed Cecil. But now that I've started kind of working with them, they do have these grants from Aave and Curve, which is big. You know, getting grants from especially Aave, which is a very large organization. It's pretty impressive. Obviously means that they believe in them in some aspect, but I'm extremely bullish on the project. And guys, it's very, very early, so I can't say too much about it, but just if you have any questions, as always, just join the Telegram chat and ask them in there. I'm sure I can help you out. So now I guess throughout the stream, I'm just going to kind of look through some coins I found interesting. If you guys have any questions or anything, again, just let me know in the comments or the chat, I should say. Okay, we got a comment from Naked Matrix. Have you ever used the Balancer Bootstrap pool to buy second round IDO tokens? No, I've not. I've never actually even heard of that. That's a pretty interesting concept. So second round initial DEX offering tokens. So I'm gonna write that down on my little notepad. I like to stay organized because if I don't write things down, I just forget them. So Balancer boost. So you're just getting kind of the later secondhand bootstrap. pool. Okay. Yeah, I looked it up real quick. And Cecil says, do you have any new prediction for Mark? Market cap. Mark did very well today. Yeah, Mark was doing very well today. I was following it. I actually did a quick swing trade on Mark today, so don't worry. I did very tiny amount. What I did was I'll show you. And I bought back in. I just was playing the price of it because the thing with trading coins I've noticed is if you follow a coin for so long, you'll eventually notice very apparent or very obvious patterns. And that's kind of how I've been with Mark. It does these very drastic, quick pump ups and then kind of consolidates quickly. People still are taking profit on it. It's not one of those coins that just is going straight up, and that never really happens anyways. But with Mark today, I risked about 5%, or maybe it was closer to 10% of my Mark. When I saw it was way up here at like 250, I sold some of my Mark for USDC. And then when it came back down to $2, I bought back in. That was my trade on Mark today. So I wasn't looking to exit my Mark position. I was looking to actually accumulate more Mark. And I just figured, it was a pretty drastic increase. And looking back at the chart, I've just been following it for a while. Mark likes to correct. So I played it pretty well and was able to accumulate some more Markies, which is my goal. Mark is almost like, for me, it's almost like my Bitcoin, where, yeah, I still have Bitcoin and whatnot, but I'm really just focusing on accumulating Mark because I think long-term we'll see it do very well. So I'm going to kind of keep doing that in the future. I wouldn't do that with my whole Mark portfolio. I wouldn't risk 100% of my Mark. But like today, just taking 10%, selling it up here, looking for a dip, then buying back in to accumulate some more. It worked out pretty well. So that's kind of what I did today with Mark. And yes, today did very well with the incentivized Binance liquidity or Binance Smart Chain liquidity. What they did is on PancakeSwap, they incentivize the LP pool there, and as well, you can also stake your cake tokens or your pancake cake tokens to earn some Mark. So that really pumped up the price. Something really interesting happened actually was, let me go over to PancakeSwap. So once they launched it, there was actually a crazy arbitrage opportunity on Pancake, which I missed it. Like I noticed it too late. I really wish I was paying more attention. I was just way too busy today to pay attention to it. But I believe that Xmark was trading at twice the premium on the Binance Smart Chain. So what you could have done is transferred your Xmark over to the Binance Smart Chain and sell it for twice the price on Binance Smart Chain because there's such high demand for it and there's lower liquidity. So it was at a very high premium, but I missed it. Something I really wish I was paying more attention to because that would have been an excellent opportunity to acquire more Mark. All right, Naked Matrix, what's up? Right. Kylan will launch second round tomorrow on Balancer, works on a curve. Kylan's supposed to be chain link on Polkadot. Okay, cool. So let's look at that bootstrap pool you're talking about because that's new to me. I'm not super into Balancer. I used it back in like December, I believe I used it. Let's go to Balancer. Or let's just, sorry about that. Terrible audio for a second. I got a bit too close to my mic. Here we go, Balancer. And Balancer is something once we get more bearish, I move more of my portfolio to yield farming. With their smart staking where it's like 80% or 80-20 pools, there's 77-33 pools where it's not the 50-50 split. I think that's a really good idea and something I'm going to utilize more for sure. Let's see if I can find it. Naked Matrix, do you have a link for the Balancer bootstrap pool? Just send it in the Telegram chat and I can check it out easily from there. Because yeah, finding it here, so I'm not super familiar with the website. It probably take a minute to find it. But let's answer your second comment. The Kylan will launch second round tomorrow, right? So I've heard about Kylan, but it's probably on Twitter. So you said it's like Chainlink on Polkadot. I'm not like the go-to guy for Oracle stuff. Oh yeah, I've seen this. Yeah, the Oracle token I'm holding right now is Modify, which will be cross-chain as well. And I think it's kind of a safe bet because it's like the 1 inch of Oracles. It aggregates Oracle data and Oracle services. This is cool. I don't know enough about like what Chainlink is doing to properly value it, so I don't have good information for you. But like you said, it'll be on they'll have their second round tomorrow. Thanks for the comment. Let's see if my Telegram chat said something. Okay, so Uvisius sent a little tweet in. We'll check out what he said. Could be good content. He likes to send me cool stuff. I have no idea how to find it yet. Just heard about 18 hour ago. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can try and find it for you. Just give me a minute. Let's look at what Uvisius said. There's a coin literally nobody talking about, and that's going to melt faces. The FA's incredible chart has mixed feelings. Will be available on 2 platforms larger than Coinbase. Allow for private transactions. Airdrop looks bottomed out. 0 people talking about it. Wow. Okay, so that's very interesting. And he said everyone figure out what he's talking about. Okay. That's actually, thank you, Uvisius, for sharing this in the chat because this is something that I can spend the stream searching for. This could be a huge find, or it could just be absolute clickbait and be a total waste of my time, but we'll find out right now. We'll be on 2 platforms larger than Coinbase. Okay, so that's like the first hint. Go to the ranked exchanges and kind of work our way from there. I'm not familiar with Pentoshi. He could just be a troll, and I could just be getting trolled right now, but might as well try. And also, Cecil, to answer your question, a new prediction for market cap. I still think 100 million market cap is very, very reasonable of a prediction. But really, Mark, with their lending and with the way they implement the rebase tokens, if it actually worked to serve as a way to mitigate liquidations, we'll see how they do that. Maybe, backed integration could help that as well. It could be, billions, really. And that's the thing too with rebase tokens, as the more volume or the more capital they get into them or get locked into them, the more efficient they are. So rebase tokens that are at very low market caps, such as Benchmark Protocol, they don't really work too well because the idea is that the volatility and the rebase mechanics will keep it at peg. But when you're at such a low market cap, you have such large swings in price where it can go 10% or let's say 100% in a day. But once it gets up to super high range market cap, they can stabilize at that set peg and really become a better store value, or what you could call a stable coin alternative. Pentoshi is pretty legit. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I'll check out. So let's dig into this. So let's go to exchanges. Okay, bigger than Coinbase. So basically, if you count Coinbase Pro, let's see. Let's do Control F real quick. Okay, so Coinbase Pro is Coinbase. I wasn't sure if there was different areas or different metrics for their volume. Okay, so listed on Huobi. I don't use Huobi because it's a Chinese exchange. And these are all really old. So that's useless. It's in the top 50 coins on CoinGecko. Maybe you like the one that's right. Okay, it's not Litecoin. New seems like it could be because I don't know too much about New, but I know it does have some privacy applications. If you guys are new to the stream, we're up to 8 viewers now, which is pretty crazy. Please feel free to drop a like on it. It helps out with the algorithm and gets it boosted up to more viewers right now. I'm taking some clickbait, so one of my chat members, Uvisius, who oftentimes shares really good information, he talked about this tweet, which I can pull up here, from Pintoshi about a new coin, or not a new coin, but a coin that has potential for exchange listings on Huobi and Binance, because it says will be available on 2 platforms larger than Coinbase. So that's Huobi and Binance. And they're looking for an airdrop as well. So he's just kind of clickbaiting almost, but we're seeing or trying to figure out which coin it is. And you probably didn't like it. So it's not New Cipher because he said it's in the top 50. Okay, so oh yeah, Telegram comment. I'm in your live stream. Just don't want to comment using YouTube name. Yeah, thanks, Lewis, for tuning in. I appreciate it. I understand you not wanting to comment using your YouTube name. I get it. But yeah, you guys can use Pintoshi's talking about ITS. I wish an ITS Binance listing, that would be incredible. I think that would make my year. Yeah, I have no idea. I could probably spend an hour digging, maybe find a good guess, but I believe, but yeah, Binance and Huobi, they don't say when exchange those things are going to happen. They just do it because if they said it was going to happen, it would obviously prematurely pump the price, and they want the price to pump on their exchange so they can collect more fees. So it makes no sense for them to advertise, guys, hey, it's going to be listed soon, because they want people to be buying and trading the asset on their exchange again to collect those fees. I'm super bullish on Ami. You guys heard of it? I've heard people shilling it, but I've never heard of it. And also, guys, for you guys in the Telegram chat talking and also listening to the stream, if you guys would rather just do a Telegram call, like a live call where you guys can actually talk rather than comments, I think since we only have 7 viewers anyways, that could be better. If you guys want to do that, I could hop on a call for like 15 minutes. I have some free time. Whoa. Hmm. So it appears it's not an ERC20 because I don't see it on Uniswap, which is Ami tokens available on Bitforex. Hmm. It's on GoChain. GoChain. Okay. I know nothing about GoChain, to be honest. The tokenomics are cool. Looks like they have some sort of hardware wallet. To put this in perspective, ELA 5 is what majority of banks use. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, this could be something, if I do enough research, I throw a little bit of money into, because I don't really want to buy actual NFTs, like actual art, because I do think the NFT space is in a pretty obvious bubble. Like a lot of these NFTs, I should say, the majority even, are going to zero, you could say, almost. But buying a NFT platform token, so you get exposure to the NFT markets, but you don't have to hold e-liquid digital art, that's something I would be interested in. It has real life use cases, digital collectibles. Okay, we got a new YouTube comment from Mark and Vias. What's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. What about Bify? So yeah, I went over Bifrost a while ago. The thing with Bifrost is, well, first off, their Telegram chat, it's not the people in it or the team or anything, but that bot. They have this bot in it that's constantly spamming the chat, and people use it every 5 seconds to update their balance, see how many of their referral tokens they have. I think that ruined the Telegram chat. I can't be in that chat because there's constant bot spam. It's just something I can't do. So with Bifrost, I haven't really been following it. Let's look at Bify. Are you talking about Beefy Finance or Bifrost Finance? NFTs mega bubble. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of, I wouldn't say frustrating, but I get kind of like a bad taste in my mouth when I see all these influencers or celebrities promoting NFTs, just cashing out on people. They're basically selling their fans worthless art. It's kind of sad, but yeah, I'd agree. It's a mega bubble. Bifrost. Okay, I figured I'm about Bifrost, Bify. Yeah, this one could be one that's just underlooked. I've never used it, so but I did do that Bifrost video where I kind of talked about what Bifrost is doing, how they're competing with other cross-chain platforms. Oh, I didn't realize they have lending. So they have cross-chain lending. So with a lot of these DeFi platforms, it doesn't really even matter what the technology is. People are just chasing yield. A lot of yield farmers too, they don't care if the token's worthless. They're just yield and sell, yield and sell, yield and sell. It's what a lot of it is. And obviously these are pretty low returns. I wonder what their collateral ratios are like on this one. Team seems to Anon. I talked to one of their marketing people after I made my video, and I don't think they're Anon. I mean, they have pictures. I think they had LinkedIn's too. So if they're Anon, they're really fooling everyone. But I wouldn't say they're Anon. But yes, I kind of see what you're saying where they seem Anon because they don't really talk much, which would help the community. And yeah, their rewards aren't very good. By fine ETH, 216%. It's not bad. Staking BFC. Yeah, right now I think there's just better projects out there, and there's not enough yield opportunities or volume, it appears, to make it a super attractive investment in Bify. But Bifrost, it definitely has what it takes to be a competitor in the whole cross-chain space. So it's probably a coin I'll keep an eye on a little bit. All right, guys. I think I'm going to cut this stream a bit short. I just wanted to hop on for a little bit. I just dropped a comment in my Telegram chat. If you guys are watching this, I'm sure all you are in the Telegram. But if you're not in the Telegram and new to the channel, join the Telegram chat. That's how I communicate with everyone, and I just put it out there that I'll hop on stream if anyone's interested. So that's what it today. Not too much to talk about. Not many people in the stream. We have one more comment from Maverick. What's up, man? What are your thoughts on B Pro and its price? My thoughts on B Pro are that I have no idea what it is, so I'll check it out. Kind of a weird name. Okay, so price is pretty inflated. But if we go by market cap, yeah, it was hovering around sub 1 billion market cap. So yeah, a coin like that can go crazy. So it's like for gaming. It seems interesting. I have no thoughts on it because I know nothing about it. Generally, the thing with gaming platforms or virtual reality and whatnot, the problem I have with it is I don't see the necessity of having a token. I see it as this could just be a publicly traded or a private company or a corporation or even a sole proprietorship for some of them because I haven't really done much. But for coins where I'm like, okay, do they really need a token? Does their token actually do anything besides governance? I usually try and stay away from that. That's kind of why I like DeFi, because the tokens actually put your money to work. But good suggestion, man. I'll keep this one in mind. It's really the coins we looked over today were Ikami and Bipro. Okay, thanks guys for tuning into the stream. As always, drop a like, subscribe. If you're on the Telegram, make sure you join that. And yeah, thanks for tuning in.